Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Youth and Women Platform. And this is your host, Sister Zina. The purpose of the program is we talk about the problems of youth as well as women, and we take out the solution and we even talk about the solution with an expert in the studio. Today in the studio, we have an expert. She is a vice principal, educational manager, and the supervisor. She has been dealing with national and international students, so she has great experience. Sister Zehra Muqaddas Sadeh. Assalamu alaikum, sister. How are you?
Alaikum, fine, thanks.
So thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thanks for having me today.
So we were actually talking last time about so many things like emotional changes in the students. Today we're going to talk about the social, the social gathering and social problems like partying and picnicking and dating, and the views of the youth and the views of the parents.
We usually tell the parents, try to be open about that because your children need to hang out with their friends sometime and be with people in the same age. And parents, unfortunately, sometimes do not agree because they naturally are worried about their children, who they are going out, where are they, or even when, why is it too late. We usually tell them to teach and train their children problem-solving skills. Developing problem-solving skills at home might help them to act well in the society or school and the other places. Like if your child is late today, for example, she was supposed to come or get home at 5 and now it's 7 and she has not come, or even she has just arrived home. You are for sure angry, and we usually give rights to the parents to do so. But try to keep calm and keep cool and start by asking yourself some questions. Why do I consider it as a problem? Not every and each issue might be considered as a problem. We should not make a big deal out of everything as parents. And we should not move forward when nothing has happened yet. The best way is to ask ourselves, this is the reason that I call it a problem. My child is late. I expected her to let me know, making phone calls, or even let me know when she wants to get home. But she did not, and I did not receive my expectations. This is identifying problem, the first problem-solving skill that students should know and parents should consider. After asking some questions, why do I consider it as a problem and issue, and because I have not received my expectations, try to talk to your children by asking some other questions without debating.
Yeah, without yelling and ridiculing.
Yes.
I think the first thing the parents do is start shouting and yelling. This is where they start hiding things more and get rebellious and shout back at you.
They won't even tell you for the next time.
Yeah, they won't.
But now you might ask your child, so I know that you need to go out with your friends, and I respect it because I have been in this situation before. On the other hand, try to take a look at the issue from your own perspective and your child's point of view as well. Like, try to be fair and just in this situation. And tell your child that I expected you to let me know about this. And from now on, we have some options looking for some solutions by the help of your child to participate in these kind of rules. If you want to set your rules, and for sure your child will question your rules and even her father or her mother rules and wants to stand up for her own beliefs. But if you want to act as a facilitator or a counselor here, not as parents, to see everything from your own perspective, and on the other hand, from your child's perspective, she can accept it better. Then put some options. Isn't it better for the next time that I know you need to go out? Try
Yeah.
to teach these sentences to your child. I need, I want, I like, to see what is going on in her mind. And even not saying yes to everyone to please them, because it is not necessary. Sometimes child needs to say no to someone else in society.
Yeah.
Then you might say, so I know you need to go out with your friends, and I love to help you to do it as the best way possible. But I, on the other hand, expect you to let me know in advance. And because I am getting worried, try to get back home by 7 o'clock, by 8 o'clock. And then I can even sometimes invite your friends to home to have your parties here, to control and
Yes.
supervise their behaviors.
Yes. So basically, calling the friends more often, frequently to
Yes.
the house. It's like they are more comfortable in the house environment, doing whatever, like games and video games and talks that they want to do.
Yeah.
And you know the friends, you watch the behavior. And sometimes when they want to go out, let them go out.
Yes.
And then, be like a friend with them.
For
It's like,
sure.
so we were talking about in that episode having handling, you kind of controlling the situation by
Yeah.
being their friend.
For
So
sure.
in this kind of a situation, what happens, you're connected with your mom. You're connected with your mom, and she's connected with the daughter or the son.
Yes.
And this is how they can correlate and understand each other.
For sure.
But if you are like angry, boom, 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 like your dad was with you or your mom was with you,
Yeah.
forget about that generation. That generation is
For
dusted
sure.
and gone. Like Imam Ali alayhi salam has says, don't treat your kids in a way that you were treated, or
Yes.
don't make them the way you want to make them.
For
Because
sure.
because their generation is different than your generation. You both come from a different generation. Like our generation, the way we were raised, we were not raised with Facebook.
Yes.
We did not have that smartphones in a hand. We had the televisions, we had other kind of things. But now generation, the people who were born exactly in 2005 or something like that,
Yes.
2003 and all, they were mostly with Facebook. So
For
they have
sure.
seen their kids, like our students right now,
Yeah.
they grew up with the Facebook.
And also
Yeah.
expand their own friendship circles
Yes.
from people around the world, not
Exactly.
just
So I do, there has to be a change in today's parents, don't behave like your parents behave with you.
Yeah.
Be totally different,
For sure.
And be a friend, it's like handling the brain in a very smart way, being their friend, but still you're a mother, still you're a
Yes.
father, but know everything. Don't give them a chance to hide anything, because they are smart species. They can hide it from you.
Yes.
So,
And then we might give them some chance for the next time. And as the third step of that problem-solving skills, we might ask them to put it into action. So for the next time, first of all, it would be better to go out with your friends on the weekends, because after school might not, you have to get ready for tomorrow morning and you have to study and you get tired. I'm saying
Yeah.
because of your own benefit.
Yes.
And then you might go out with your friends on the weekend. Just try to have some options and let your child chooses and cross out some options and even add her own options
That
to
means
yours.
you're communicating with your kid. You're
Yeah.
making charts even for their outings with their friends.
Yeah.
You're doing, because as a parent, you're just not working outside or working home. You have to sit and make charts for their education as well as the outing. Few parents are like this. The moment you come and ask, Mom, can I go outside with your friends? No.
Yeah,
That's what they
without
are.
even thinking or
and
pondering.
then they start taking the out ways in a different way, and you cannot stop by that. And then you was like,
Yes.
my kid don't listen to me, and blah blah, all these tears just come out because you don't have a way out. Maybe your way is wrong. Change
Yes.
your ways. definitely.
And also, you teach your child compromise in the society. Not always her own rules might be worked upon,
Yeah.
and not always the others. Try to respect the others' opinions, and teach them how to listen up actively and calmly, and then give their own opinions. After that, for the third step, you might together sort it out and put it into action and ask your child, isn't it better now for
Yeah.
this time?
Yeah.
Evaluate that solution that you
Yeah.
have made up together.
That is like a more smart mind, right?
Yeah.
More smart mind and aggressive parents when compared to a smart mind. Few cultures, they just have a way that say whatever parents tell you, you just have to listen like this. That means the parent, it's like that. Whatever
Yeah.
parents tell you, just obey. Say, if you're a good girl or a good boy, just say yes and listen. It's not going to work out. Humans' nature, it's not going to work out
Yeah.
like that. There should be a different thing. What about dating? Coming onto the dating, someone who wants to date a boy. Now, this is what happens. Someone who wants to date boy or a girl, a boy, if you're a son or a daughter, the person will definitely go out at the back. You would not even know that the person is dating. Why has the son or a daughter hiding it from you? Because you're not so friendly.
Especially these days that we usually face social using or even abusing social media, we cannot be informed by texting someone or even dating someone that much like before. Because in the past, people usually made phone calls.
Yeah.
And we probably saw that. But nowadays, they have their own cell phones to date or even text someone, and we are not informed by that. The best way is, for sure, that is natural for every teenager to attract the opposite sex.
Yes.
But in my opinion, you, as parents, can understand these problems by their behaviors. When they don't feel comfortable about how do they look in front of the guys, or vice versa, you as parents get to know these for sure changes in behavior that they have attracted to some opposite sexes. And they like to talk, but if they have great and close relationship with their fathers or brothers, they might even fill this gap, in my opinion, and to make the best choices in their lives for their future. We cannot say no in first steps, but we can make them aware to take care of themselves.
Yes.
Because every and each relationship has its own red lines that shouldn't be crossed. And we should let our children know about that. And if we feel this relationship with the father, by kissing the children, by being kind and having close relationship with the child, that might be filled, and the girl does not feel this need anymore.
So what you're saying is that sometimes people try looking for love outside because they are not loved by the mothers,
Yes.
not really given
For
time.
sure, by their fathers.
By the
because,
fathers.
Yeah,
For the-
they want to attract someone from the opposite sex.
They are fathers who love their daughters, but they cannot express it. Major of them. This is a major issue,
They
actually.
think she has grown up,
They
but
think,
that is
yeah.
the false belief, in my opinion.
She's grown up. I'm like, hugging the daughter and kissing on the forehead is something,
Yeah.
when we talk about the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, this was his personality. The first person he used to go that was in front of a daughter, Bibi Fatima Zahra, salamullah alayha, who was just close by, opening the windows and sending the
Yes.
salam, salutations on the
For
daughter.
sure.
Father is doing that for the daughter, and then receiving the salams, and how he gave love,
Yes.
so much love to daughter,
Devotion to her.
devotion. The father should learn from this, the Holy Prophet. Give your love. She was a mother of babies, 4 babies. She has a husband, but still he's giving so much love. So give this love to your daughter, kiss the forehead, and say salams. And the hadith even says if you want to give a gift to someone, give first gift to your daughter and then your son. You know, if your daughter and then son. So if you give this love and so much attention to your
Yeah.
father, she's not going to feel that I need attention from opposite
Outside.
sex. You know,
Even outside.
outside.
You know.
Maybe she's getting attention from her elder brother. So few elder brothers are very
Yes.
loving. Few elder brothers are loving, but they cannot show. Again, they are just like their father. They are replicating their
They
fathers.
think that these teenagers do not need support, but they need more than
Yeah.
any other time. in
Any
my
other
opinion,
person, because
yeah.
this is such a sensitive age. Because they say, "Oh, teenage life, problem child." Why do you say that?
Yeah.
Because he's not a kid, and not even an adult. It's a young adult.
Yeah,
Needs a
needs
lot of care, a lot of pampering, and a lot of attention. So and attraction from the opposite sex. So if the father can give that love, if the
Yeah.
brother can give that love, it could be much, much better. But if the person is not getting that love, the person is
Yeah,
going to turn,
for
go
sure.
out, maybe
Swayed to the wrong side.
right, and they're out, guys and girls, maybe guys waiting out there for that kind of a chance. There may be
Yeah.
wrong people coming
Yes.
after you. You know, this is the point: is wrong people,
For
because
sure.
every person cannot be a right person that you're dating.
Yeah,
Right, and when you're
exactly.
hiding your dates, the person knows you're hiding your dates. You can be exploited.
You will be trapped by someone.
It would be a
who's,
big trap. So many cases, so many things is happening. And we will be discuss on this more after a short break. So stay tuned. We will be back after a short break. Welcome back after a short break. So we were talking about dating and going out with your friends and how your parents should, you know, be with you and communicate with you. So sister, let's get into cyber world, the most smartphone world that we are living in. Facebook, Twitter's, chatting, WhatsApp, and how teenagers are involved. They have cell phones in their hands.
Yeah.
They want their Instagram ID, and they make friends out there. They're living in their own virtual created world, right?
Yeah, and let's get started with that. Today's word is the word of technology, and
Yes.
we cannot say that we are all technophobe.
Yes.
Though being technophile might not be that much.
Even the
of a
mothers
sa-
and fathers are techno people, not
Yeah.
not just youth. Even the adults are actually in the entire house when we are sitting. Have you noticed this? Everyone is chatting to someone
Yeah.
else, but they're sitting, but they are in their own virtual world.
But overusing them might be really
Yes, negative.
Yeah, damaging in a way that you see your child has used cell phone for so many or too many hours, texting, chatting, calling, or even simply playing games or watching movies, surfing the net.
Yes.
And you sometimes call them and they do not even
Respond
care
back to you.
about. Yeah.
It's the same even with the mother and even with the father. It's the same issue going
Yeah,
on. If you're
today.
using in the right way, it's much better. If you're just using limited, but if you're overusing it, especially for the youth is distracted from the studies and going out for cycling with your friends,
Yeah.
going out, you know, and enjoying the nature and beauty and playing. So that comes with disadvantages.
And they have been isolated from the society and social,
Yes.
even social practice. Also doing exercise or physical activities.
Yes.
That, and also they do not care about their healthy food and diets because they try to just do something and addicted to something, they forget about everything else.
Yes.
Even sometimes, as you've mentioned, parents do not care about cooking or something else because they are busy doing their own jobs or working by cell phones on laptops and the issues
There
like
are a lot of issues, even with that, how people try to look for happiness through the cyber world. The word is happiness.
and they live
Yeah.
in the same family but they have been far from each other.
Isolated from each
Yeah.
other. Definitely there's an isolation. So how do you handle this?
In my opinion, the best solution is to set boundaries for some limited hours per day. We might say internet is just for the all members and everybody should observe and maintain that rule. For every and each member in this family, we can use internet, Wi-Fi or anything else from 7 to 10 p.m. As an example, I say, for 7 to 10 p.m., no one can take cell phone to the bedroom because it might even cause sleeplessness and issues like this and might even change sleeping patterns for
Yes.
the kids and teenagers. First, setting boundaries for some limited time for using the internet. On the other hand, substitute some alternative activities in the family to get closer to each other by putting them away, putting the cell phones away per day or even per week. And when everyone gets back home is a time to talk and stay together.
Yes.
Not everyone goes her or his own way and to be with herself.
So basically, you are like setting up some rules in the family. That when
Yes.
you're sitting for dinner, like on the dinner table, you cannot use your iPad and you cannot use TV
Yeah.
or cell phones. Set everything aside. This is a time for you to sit with each other and spend time. There are certain
Yeah.
times. And certain times, okay, this is the time you can be in front of computers or your cell phones and watch a movie. And this is time you have to be with the family. There are rules. You're growing up with the rules is really going to balance your mind.
And also computer literacy is really important, how to use them.
Yes.
Not everyone is able to, we cannot buy a cell phone and give it to our child and think that she can use it well. You know,
Yeah.
the best way is to teach them how to use cell phones and up to which options she can use it and which options better not to be taught to them
And
to use used.
the youth who come with cell phones to the school, they're hiding the cell phones. Usually at the school, cell phones are not allowed, which is
Yes.
very good. And then they start talking about the Instagram pages and the loads of pictures that they have. They want to look beautiful, which is very natural and very handsome, and have a cool look while taking a picture. And they are on Instagram and they are making friends over there. So the kids who are not on social media or don't have a cell phone get inspired and go
Yes.
back to their parents and ask, I want a cell phone. I want to be on WhatsApp. I want to be on this. And the parents don't want to do that, but because they are so much influenced by the classmates, they want to have a cell phone and Instagram page and everything. And it becomes hard for the parents to handle that. So have you been through that kind of a situation?
Yeah, we usually strongly recommend to the parents, try to let them use your cell phones and explore and discover these apps, but under your control. And whenever you see how to use it, not by their own cell phones, because not every in each age is suitable and appropriate for buying cell phone and having it in hands, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know, but some parents, they just,
Probably they're not mature enough to use the cell phones.
even the mid-schoolers, the moment they are mid-schoolers, they have cell phones in their hands. They have their own cell phones in their hand, and they walk into the school with the cell phones. They're hiding it. So
In a school, we usually take them out from them and
Yeah.
ask parents to come and take it. Because we have also some, on the other hand, some other children whose parents are really sensitive and don't like to
absolutely, they should be,
use
because the
it.
moment you're at school, you're exposed to many things.
Yeah.
Anything happens at the school, the person comes to the supervisor, like
Yeah.
you, complaining that because of this classmate, my daughter is demanding
For
me
sure,
this,
we have had
and
some-
I want you to handle this. Social media is a big issue going on, especially with teenagers who are on Netflix the whole time watching movies. The parents don't have time for them, unfortunately, and they are on Instagram and Facebook with various kind of wrong friends. I'm not even talking about right
Yeah.
friends, wrong company. They are learning everything from social media. You know, what would you tell this youth to come back from this? You know, because they are spending too much time.
I as parents or as a supervisor at school have to get them busy doing something else.
Yeah.
If I am the mother and I am currently cooking,
Yeah.
I can ask them for help to put that cell phone away. You know, when they don't have anything to do, they try to refer to the cell phone for playing or watching movies. But if they don't have enough time and they are busy doing their own things and duties, they won't have tendency to go and refer to cell phones. Try to fill their hours by doing some enjoyable activities, not just doing household chores or household
Just
tasks.
spend time with your kid. Do some activities with your kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, even if the person is I know today's life is such a hectic and stressful life, even for a mother and a
Unfortunately,
father.
because parents like
Yeah.
to give their children cell phones and get rid
Rid
of
of
them.
them.
Yeah,
Yes.
they don't
Okay.
have time to take them to the park,
Yeah.
to the movies, and experiencing life in the society. Because
Yeah.
of that, they want to keep them quiet. This is the problem.
I have two girls, and you know, my girls are like still kindergarten girls, you know. And what happened is that they want 24/7 entertainment. They want parks, especially during the time of Corona. It's social distancing. You don't want to touch. You don't want to go in the park and touch anything over there, even if it's. You just want to take them to nature,
Yes.
not the people, and come back. Okay, not talking about Corona. Also, they have to be entertained the whole time. Apart from giving them food, you need to make them watch a little TV, educational, and the cartoons, and take them out. It is their schedule, but even you have
Yes.
your own schedule, which is
Yes.
hectic schedule. So just imagine if the same girls are going to be teenagers. The demands are going to
For
be
sure.
totally different for me. You know, this is what I have been thinking.
We
But-
have to make
yeah.
time for our
No,
children.
you have to make time, because if you don't give
They
them
are
time,
priorities
they
and
are-
our even future.
they are our future. They are part of our organs. This is for the parents. They should be a part of your schedule, like your work is, your food is. Kids are. They are part of your schedule. You can't say that give them cell phones, put them on the side. No.
Yeah.
You have to spend that part of time with them so that they can explore all these things. And this is what you're saying. The point is spend time
Yes.
with your kid. You know, definitely this is social media, which is growing and growing, and the problem is with everyone. Social media
Yeah.
has isolated, especially during time of Corona. Have you experienced the social media has become more virtual, more,
Yeah.
everything is social media. Even the teachers are teaching online.
Yeah.
Exams are online. The people who were not virtual have become virtual.
We have to get used.
More and more. You know, this is good. It's not something because of Corona we didn't have to stop.
Yeah, we cannot say no to internet.
Yes.
Because we need to eat.
We need
but
to.
using it properly is
Yeah,
what
definitely.
matters.
So, coming to the point of, you know, when there are different students living with different races and cultures, especially different religions, the youth face some problems. You know, how do you handle that, that racial problems or whatever I can say, when related to religion? How do you handle that?
We, you know, we cannot say if it is related to religion, every in each religion should be respected. Because
Yeah.
everyone has her or his own beliefs. And the point is, if I don't respect the other's opinion and belief, I am not respected myself.
Yes.
And we are not in a place to preach our religion to anyone.
Yes.
If I am a great Muslim, as an example, I am a great Muslim with a great personality of my role models like Prophet Muhammad and Ahlul Bayt. I can introduce Islam and my religion. It is not necessary to impose my religion to anyone. But I usually respect the others' religions and ask students to respect other opinion.
Yes, we have to teach them to respect each other's religion, because school is a place, an
And
institute.
as we know,
Yeah.
there are so many commonalities among the all religions
Yes.
that we can focus and pay attention to.
Definitely, definitely. I think now we're talking about when they are at school as an institute where you see people of different religions, right?
Yes.
You're so innocent at heart, you just make friendship.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see racial issues coming from the teachers, who are from the different religions.
When they try
Yeah.
to differentiate.
Yeah,
the-
they do it because of their religion is different from your religion, and they do that, which is very bad thinking about an adult who is such a negative example of a behavior. Racial issues, I think it's everywhere. Everywhere, it is there in every country. So when an innocent kid is facing some kind of racism because of the way she's dressed, the way he is, because of the name is maybe a Jewish name.
Yeah.
Jewish people also, because they wear a hat, they face this racial acts from other people. And they are Muslims who wear a headscarf. They may face it. So it comes with, because it's a kid. The kid doesn't know how to handle this kind of a situation, It's a very bad thing that a teacher is behaving that way.
For sure.
For
that
sure.
They
But
do not act professionally
no,
as
it's
a teachers.
unprofessional. That's
Yeah.
called it. You are tagged as a racial guy, and you should be not part of that institute at the first thing. And if a youth is behaving in that way, it's the teacher's job to stop them. Any kind of teaching them, teach them. So how did you handle this situation?
I usually call the teacher to my office.
You did. You
Yeah, for sure I have done. But that was not about so many times because, alhamdulillah, we have not had it
Okay.
in so many cases.
Yeah.
There were just a few that we talked to the teacher and told that if you are even fair and I am black or some other people, African, American, Indian, Iranian, and Arabic, we have had these kind of races and people in our school,
You have
and we
Indian and
cannot even
Pakistani also,
say
yeah.
who is the best.
Yes.
For sure, even we have had in Quran that the best of people is a person who is virtuous or even the most righteous one is
Yeah.
the best,
Yes,
not
yes.
not distinguishing the races.
Yeah.
So you as a teacher should be like the friend among all and representative of our religion and a great human being. If you cannot be a great role model for your students, because teacher acts is like of those key roles in children's future, like what parents do. And if you do not observe and maintain these things, who I should expect
Who
from?
else is going to do that?
Sometimes we have to be serious in these issues, in my
And how do you
opinion.
handle the youth when they do that? Racial acts?
Youth
You can talk to
have
them.
imitated something from their parents, their teachers, or the
television.
society,
Yes.
yeah, and television or propaganda. Usually, yes, I tell them who made you superior to your friends. Try to break those arrogance in that girl, in my
That is
opinion.
definitely an arrogance. If
Yes.
someone is thinking they are better, or definitely it's a lack of knowledge, and the person is just
For
eager to
sure.
know what's going on, or influenced by the media. So today, sister, we spoke about the having a social gathering with your friends and
Yes.
dating. We spoke about the cyber world. We spoke about how to be equal and handle racism in the society, in the school institute, and we even spoke about all the solution for all the problems related to parents and teachers and the students. It has been great being with you, and inshallah we'll come back again with
Inshallah.
another exciting topic, another
I am at your
episode.
service. I will be grateful if I can help you, and I would be happy if I could help.
Thank you so much. So, and thank you so much. You're still with us, listening to us, and we will be right back with another interesting topic about educational issues, youth issues, teachers' issues, and how to handle. That's definitely going to help you all to handle this situation. If you're a parent or a youth yourself, it's going to be a huge help. So stay tuned, and again for another exciting topic. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.